Welcome to video number 1 for Unit 5. Unit 5 is about probability. One of the main objectives is that you can place events on a number line related to the probability. So here's the basic outline. If something is impossible, never going to happen, it has a probability of 0. If it's certain, definitely going to happen, it has a probability of 1. There's lots of things that are going to be in between. 1/2 is a really important one because it has an equal chance, meaning there's two different things that could happen and both have an equal chance of happening. So here's some examples, guys, 3 different events, and we're going to place them on the number line. First one says the sun will rise tomorrow. Well, that's certain, so I'm going to put that at the probability of 1. Next one says there will be a February 29th in 2014. Well, that's impossible because this year is not a leap year. There will not be a February 29th. Okay, last one says flipping a coin. Well, that's a probability of equal chance, or 1/2. I have an equal chance of getting a heads and equal chance of getting a tails. Okay, 2 different definitions, guys, are important. Experimental probability is how likely something will occur when you play or act it out. So when we actually play the game or act it out, that's when we get the experimental probability. Theoretical probability is how likely something will occur based on all possible outcomes. If we think about everything that could possibly happen. Sometimes experimental and theoretical probability may be the same, but sometimes not. So we're going to do an example. What is the probability of rolling a 5? So I've got something that we're going to act out. I've got a dice, and I'm going to use the box here to roll it 5 different times. So here's my dice. We're going to record our outcome. So I'm actually doing the experiment. I'm going to get my experimental probability. Okay, so first time I got a 5. Okay, I got another 5. Another 5. Okay, I got a 1. Three. And another 1. So guys, this is my results from my experiment. So I can see based on my experiment that I got 1, 2, 3 out of 6. Or I can reduce that to 1/2. Now, theoretically though, guys, when I'm talking about how likely something will occur based on the outcomes, each chance I could have gotten a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So based on all the possible outcomes, my chance of getting a 5, theoretically, is only 1 out of 6. This time, experimental and theoretical probability were not the same. Okay, one more time, guys, we're going to do a probability experiment, this time with a coin. It says, what is the probability of getting 2 heads in a row? I'm going to start off, guys, with doing a little bit with the theoretical, meaning let's make a factor tree or a tree of all the different things that could happen. So my first flip, I could get a tails. Second time, I could get another tails, or I might get a heads. I could also get a heads my first time. Then the second time, I could get a tails, or I could get another heads. So all my possible outcomes would be tails, 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 heads, heads, tails, and heads, heads. theoretically, the probability of 2 heads in a row is 1 out of 4. Experimentally though, guys, if I used a coin, that may or may not happen.